close-up look at all your Concho Valley High School football. This is Inside the Game. Sponsored by Mitchell Automotive Group.
Welcome back to another show of Inside the Game right here on KSAN. I'm your host, Keon Russell, and we have a ton to get you caught up on from our Week 9 action of high school football. We start things off with the Lakeview Chiefs. The Lakeview Chiefs came into their Week 9 matchup with a 1-7 record after dropping their last 7 straight contests, desperately needing to get back on the winning side of things to accomplish their goals of securing a playoff spot. This week, they're welcoming in Big Spring at home. We were able to catch up with head coach Guevara to talk about more on this district matchup.
They do everything well. They got some good kids. They got a good running back and a quarterback, and he sees the field well, and he utilizes all his receivers. And we just got, like I said earlier, we just got to be mentally ready and be where we need to be and do our job. Well, yeah, obviously both of us is a motivation to win on Thursday for us in Big Spring. They're well coached. They're going to be ready to play us. And like I said earlier, we just got to be mentally ready and just go out there and do what we need to do, and hopefully we're in a position to win at the end of the game.
This was a Thursday night matchup down the street at San Angelo Stadium, Big Spring versus Lakeview. First drive of the game, Steers QB Gavin Padron tosses it out to Caden Ford. He'll cut past defenders and sneak his way into the end zone for the game's first score. After Big Spring recovers the fumble, here comes Ford capitalizing on the opportunity. He bulldozes in the end zone for the second touchdown of the night. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Ford cuts to the outside and extends their lead 21-0. This kid has been doing it the entire night. Chiefs in desperate need of a touchdown. Fourth down, Jalen Chavez keeps it himself, finds the end zone to give Lakeview their first score of the night. Chiefs will fall in that one 63-43. The Central Bobcats were back at home tonight after falling in a thriller of a game in the final seconds versus Odessa High. Tonight looking for their first win in 6 weeks. The Bobcats taking on Midland Legacy in this one, looking for district win #1 of the season. First drive of the game for Central, quarterback Christian English keeps it on the option play and scores the game's first touchdown, 7-0 Central on top. After 3 straight stops on the defensive side, Central's Seth Mariano comes up with a huge tackle for loss after the Midland Legacy muff snap. Bobcats take over with great field position. The Bobcats drive stalls and they have to settle for a field goal. Kicker Brian Para lines it up from 15 yards out and nails it to extend the lead to 10. Second quarter now, Alex Lindsey wide open down the field. Christian English launches it down the field. Lindsey strolls into the end zone to make this one 17-14 with 5 minutes remaining in the half. Central will go on to fall in this one 66-24. The Brady Bulldogs coming into this one here tonight with the Ballinger Bearcats 2-5 on the season and sitting at 4th in District 2 3A. Bulldogs looking to bounce back after the disappointing loss last week versus the early Longhorns 69-8. And tonight they do just that, getting the 34-27 win over Ballinger in a close one. Brady continues to fight for a playoff berth in a tough District 2 3A. The Wallhawks have looked hungry here in the last 2 weeks after suffering their second loss of the year to Mason, outscoring their opponents 128-6 during that time. On the other hand, we have the TLCA Eagles coming off a dominant win over the Grape Creek Eagles in Week 8, looking to stay afloat in District 2 3A standings. Tonight, the two meet on the gridiron, TLCA versus Wall down at Wysoon Field. First quarter, Wall strikes first. Design quarterback keeper Gunnar Dillard takes it himself up the gut for the 5-yard score, 7-0. So in the first quarter, more from the Hawks ground game. Dillard with the pitch out to Briggs Jones. At first, you don't see him, then you do. Zooming by the camera for the score, it's now 14-0 Wall. If one was good, more is better. Dillard yet another design QB run. His second score of the night makes it 22-0 following the 2-point conversion. The Hawks go to the air this time. Dillard draws back, finds a streaking Landon Bills down the sideline. The long touchdown pitch and the catch extends their lead. All Wallhawks in this one as they win 69-12 over Grape Creek. The Grape Creek Eagles still searching for their first win of the season. Tonight, taking on the early Longhorns at home. Grape Creek would stumble again and drop to 0-8 on the season after the 54-0 loss to Early. All right, now it's time for our game of the week, and it's a good one. El Dorado versus Sterling City. The two teams met last year, and the Sterling City Eagles came out on top 24-6. We were able to chat with both teams before tonight's game. Let's take a look.
Our KSAN Game of the Week takes us over to the Sterling City Eagles hosting the El Dorado Eagles. Sterling City coming into this one undefeated in district play.
At the start of district play, your record's basically 0-0. You start from scratch. So when we started from scratch, we wanted to be the best we could. So far, we're doing that. And if we win this game, it just helps us be that much better.
Some keys to this one: Sterling City needs to be disciplined and play clean football in order to come out with the win.
Turnovers, and be disciplined on defense. Not giving up the big play. I think that's probably our biggest thing. We've given up some big plays the last few weeks, and so if we can keep that from happening and take care of the football, I think those would be the keys to being 7-1.
And the El Dorado Eagles hitting the road to take on Sterling City. El Dorado dropped their last game, so they're coming into this one determined and know what is needed from them come Friday.
They're on a roll. They're a good football team. They've got a lot of weapons and got some good team speed and, fly around defensively. So it's one of those deals of, we just got to find a way to, get around that offensively and defensively and, see what happens.
The game plan is to honestly be more physical, be more tough, and to execute everything that we can. Like you said, the great team. But honestly, I think we could pull off an upset.
It's a battle between the District 5 2A Eagles, Sterling City rocking and rolling, but El Dorado is ready to put the past to bed and fight this one out until the very end.
Friday night, I think it's going to be a dogfight. It's going to be definitely two good teams going against each other. It's going to be a great game, so I guess tune in.
This one, a battle of the Eagles, El Dorado versus Sterling City in a Week 9 matchup. All right, El Dorado making some moves first. QB Omar Barajas with the QB sneak and the tush push in for the touchdown, 7-0 El Dorado. The Sterling City Eagles looking to respond back. QB Ty Turner looking downfield, connects with Canyon McCabe to move the sticks down the field for the Eagles, first down and 10 to go. El Dorado close to the end zone in scoring distance, maybe a QB sneak. Nope. A quick pitch out to Marcos Moore, and he takes the hit and follows into the end zone, 14-0. Before the half, Sterling City pressing downfield. Turner finds his man McCabe again. He puts on the footwork to move the Eagles down the field. El Dorado gets the win here tonight over Sterling City, 24-0. All right, Shelby, what a game that was and what a win for El Dorado here tonight in this one. Tell us more about the one that just wrapped up moments ago.
Yeah, Keon, it was all El Dorado, no Sterling City here tonight in this battle between the District 5 2A Eagles. El Dorado came up in this one as the underdogs, and it is upset city here as El Dorado moves to 2-2 in district play, moving them closer to that playoff spot. Sterling City now drops to 3-1 in district play, but they will still compete for that district championship title next week against Wink. Let's focus on this El Dorado team. They were counted out of this one, but they didn't count themselves out. Omar Barajas, Ethan Elias, Marcos Marin, and he might not even show up on the scoreboard, but Jason Covarrubias were all crucial in tonight's victory from offense all the way to defense. This win gives them a huge burst of confidence and momentum going into next week, where they will take on Ira Ann. And the big game next week, Sterling City takes on Wink for that district title. That's all from out here at Eagles Stadium. I'm Shelby Rose, KSAN Sports. I'll send things back to you in the studio, Keon.
This live shot is sponsored by AFCO Steel.
All right, thank you for that, Shelby. And wow, what a win that was for the El Dorado Eagles here tonight over Sterling City. All right, stay with us. We'll be back with more Inside the Game right here after the break.
You'll love chorizo and potato breakfast tacos at Rosa's Cafe.
At Meineke, doing car care right means our certified technicians fix whatever your car needs. We fix it right and back it up with a nationwide warranty. Brakes, we do that. Air conditioning, we do that. Engine repair, we do that. Tune-ups, suspension, tires, alignments, batteries, oil changes. We do it all. Call us or go to Meineke.com to schedule an appointment. When you need a mechanic, come to Meineke Car Care on Knickerbocker Road.
Ballinger Area Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center invites you to visit Curiosities. Curiosities has something for everyone. With unique items daily, you will find the perfect home decor, gifts, and games for all ages. Shop locally and visit Curiosities today.
This Veterans Day, Trend Furniture is having a giveaway for all veterans and active duty. All All you need to do if you're a veteran or active duty is to come down to Trend Furniture and register to win one of 4 recliners given away during the month of November. All winners must have a valid military ID. So come in and register for your chance to win. Thank you, veterans and active duty of the Concho Valley.
Never miss a thing with ConchoValleyHomepage.com. Live local radar, instant breaking news alerts, all in one spot. ConchoValleyHomepage.com and the Concho Valley Homepage app.
Welcome back here to Inside the Game. We have a District 14 2A matchup here in this one, and the winner moves to #1 within district after tonight. The #1 Mason Punchers hosting the #2 Junction Eagles in district play, and the winner moves to #1. In the first quarter, Frankie Boley hands off to Sutton Celerio, and watch him do the rest, gets through a few defenders, and then goes untouched on the rest of the way. Mason gets on the board first. Still in the first, looks like Chasen Doyle trips, tries to get something out of nothing, but ball is bobbled out, and Aiden Cardwell's hands, and it will come up with it. There goes Matthew King in for the 6, continue their lead. Junction on the next play, looking to erase the fumble, but Mason has other plans. Doyle throws right into the hands of Carlton Smith, and a pick 6 for him, all momentum for the Punchers. In the second quarter now, look who it is. Celerio cuts it to the outside and leaves defenders behind him. He makes this one a 33-0 ball game. Mason with a huge win here tonight, 53-13 over Junction. The Sonora Broncos are one of the few remaining teams undefeated here in the Concho Valley at 7-0 coming into this one. Tonight, taking on the Anthony Wildcats on the road. Sonora handed it to this Anthony team last season in their first meeting ever, 48-6. Tonight, much of the same, as Sonora continues their dominance, winning 60-26 over Anthony. And the Cristobal Cougars still searching for their first district win tonight versus Forest San at home. Cristobal sits last before this one in District 3-2A at 0-2. And tonight it stays that way as Forest San gets the huge victory over Cristobal, 34-7. The Miles Bulldogs are looking to remain in striking distance for that #1 spot in District 6-2A. Tonight hosting the winless Abilene TLCA team. All right, it's game time. The Miles Bulldogs looking to come away with a win tonight down at Bulldog Stadium. Doesn't take long for the Bulldogs to get going in this one. Quarterback Haven Book in the pocket scrambles and decides to take it himself. Lowers his shoulder and in for 6, 7-0 Miles. Just a couple minutes later, Book goes to the air on this one pump fake, and then lets it fly, connecting with Cooper Ellison for the touchdown, extending the Bulldogs lead to 14. Miles goes back to the ground. Book gives the ball off to Tevin Maid and gets to the outside and goes untouched for yet another Bulldog score. Miles rolls in this one tonight in their 56-6 victory. The Ozona Lions got back on track last week versus the Cristobal Cougars after dropping 2 straight games. Tonight, going up against the winless Reagan County Owls in District 3-2A play. Tonight, they will continue last week's momentum and get the win here in this one, 34-7. And for our final game here in 11-man ranks, we have the Water Valley Wildcats versus the Ira Ann. Water Valley has now lost 6 straight entering this one, looking for a win. These two faced off against each other last season, in which Ira Ann won the low-scoring affair 10-8. Tonight, Water Valley had other plans, and they got the win 28-13. All right, stay with us. We'll be back with more Inside the Game right here after this break.
Glass Magic is your premier destination for all of your auto glass needs. Our auto glass specialists are highly trained and work on all vehicles, both new and old. Rock chip repair, auto glass replacement, hazy headlamp repair, we handle it all. We can even calibrate your advanced driver assistance systems so your cameras and detection systems stay on point. And if you don't have time to come see us, we can bring our mobile service to you, servicing the entire Concho Valley. Come see Glass Magic for all your auto glass needs and let us work our magic on your vehicle.
Reagan County invites you out to the Wild Game Supper November 25th at the Reagan County Community Building. The doors open at 5 and the meal starts at 6. Get your raffle tickets to win one of 82 quality guns and accessories with a 2023 Can-Am Defender Max HD7 as the grand prize. You can also compete in the 4-H Shooting Sports Open Competition November 24th and 25th at the Reagan County 4-H Barns. There will be awards and scholarships in each age category, and awards will be awarded at the Game Supper. So don't miss the Reagan County Wild Game Supper November 25th at 5 p.m.
On Season 6 of Fansville by Dr. Pepper, things are heating up.
Mom, Dad, I have a girlfriend, and she likes college football.
The stars have arrived.
I've made my choice. This season, I will be drinking Dr. Pepper Strawberries and Cream.
And everyone wants a taste of fame.
Welcome back to Chuck's Take, because every fan needs a podcast.
To get a thick color, I use 2 coats of maroon. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button.
Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
I love your nails.
Thank you.
Welcome back here to Inside the Game. We shift things over to our 6-man slate of games tonight, and we start with 2 high-scoring offenses coming off big wins in Week 8. The Robert Lee Steers made the trip to Mertzon to take on the Erie County Hornets. Early on in the first quarter, the Hornets strike first. The pitch back to Wyatt Morris, gets to the outside, sheds off a tackle right there, tiptoeing his way down the sidelines, and he's in for the score, 8-0 Erie County. Robert Lee answers. Braden Sherwood gets the pitch back, goes right up the middle, reaches out over the goal line, and the refs rule it a touchdown, 8-8 now. The Steers would take their first lead in this one with some trickery. Brendan Sherwood with a great ball right to someone he's very familiar with, Braden Sherwood. The pitch and catch makes it 16-8 Robert Lee. Erie County down 20-8 until it's Wyatt Morris once again, right up the seam, gets some great blocking ahead of him, and he is gone for another touchdown. The Hornets remain undefeated tonight with the 56-36 score over the Robert Lee Steers. The Broughton Longhorns took on the Trent Gorillas here in Week 9 of the high school football season. After starting the season 1-1, the Longhorns have dropped their last 6 straight games. Tonight, they get the win 54-6. The Blackwell Hornets enter Week 9, 3-3 overall on the season, taking on Lorraine here in this one. And that defeated the Hornets 28-8 in 2022 season. Blackwell falls again in this one versus the Bulldogs 58-44. All right, next up we have a battle of the District 13-1A tonight. Both teams hungry for a Week 9 win. This one down at Falcon Field, Menard versus Very Best in a district battle. First possession for the Falcons here in this one is Clyde Hallmark with the misdirection, turns on the burners, makes one man miss, makes another man miss, and has his eyes set on the end zone. He would stroll in for the touchdown, putting Very Best on the board first. After the extra point is good, the Falcons line up for the onside kick. The ball bounces off the Menard player, and the Very Best Falcons, Clyde Hallmark, recovers to get his team the ball back in the first. The Yellow Jackets defense steps up here on this next play. Both John Michael Eggleston and Brandon Spinks comes up with a huge tackle for loss behind the line of scrimmage. Hallmark, can you do something for me? Rolls out left, and he puts it on the money for the touchdown. My fault for messing that up. All Very Best in this one as they win 58-8. All right, wrapping up Week 9 here tonight, we have Paint Rock hosting Rising Star in this one. The Indians enter this one 4-3 on the year, but have dropped their last 2 before this one. Tonight, they will take their 3rd consecutive loss at the hands of Rising Star, 54-6. All right, we'll be back with more Inside the Game right here after this break.
Yeah, there she is on my couch again. Funny she thinks we can share it. Thank goodness HomeZone now makes sofas for me. At just $144? Whew. Finally, I can get a little me time.
This year, everyone is coming to our house for the holidays. This one is gorgeous. It looks just like the $10,000 set I fell in love with, but at just $1,800. It's time to get some family time.
The importance of keeping the community informed when accurate information matters the most is completely paramount to what we do at Concho Valley Homepage.
The difference in what we do over here at Concho Valley Homepage and your regular reporter is our deadline is right here, right now.
I try to focus on a passion with the people. Whatever I believe that my community is passionate about, I try to follow and investigate.
Welcome back here to Inside the Game on KSAN. With Week 9 now in the books, we look ahead to our KSAN Game of the Week for Week 10. Erie County versus Menard Yellow Jackets. The Erie County Hornets dominated this matchup last season, winning 56-8 in the 2 teams' first matchup since the 2018 season. This matchup sets up to be an important one as teams are looking to punch their tickets to the playoffs late in the 2023 season. We will have you fully covered on this big-time game starting next week. What a great week it was for high school football here in the Concho Valley in Week 9. We saw some teams get the win. Wall Hawks, we've seen El Dorado come away with a huge victory over Sterling City. Plenty more to come next week as we inch closer to the playoffs. Well, that's all for Inside the Game, and thank you for joining us. And you can catch me back here for Week 10 on Friday night at 10:15. You all have a great night.
Catering for Inside the Game is provided by Chick-fil-A.
Inside the Game is sponsored by Mitchell Automotive Group.